Welcome to Yangon Zoo. So unfortunately, this gate was closed. They say they closed it for a long time since before, but we didn't know. We came to the zoo like unexpectedly. It was just in the heat of the moment, and then we came to the gate that we usually go in, but they say it's closed. So we're gonna have to go around and get to the other, which is the main gate, and it's a little bit of a walking distance, but I'm full of energy, so we're going there right now. The walk took me about 15 minutes. While I was on the way, I saw some deers over the fence. It was so cool. We are here. Okay, we're inside. This is the entrance. The first thing you're gonna see the moment you walk inside is hippopotamus. They're just right in front of the gate, which I believe they're in here. Okay, unfortunately, I believe they're asleep because I could only see one's back in that water. We're gonna have to come back and see again on our way out, maybe. So, there it is. Oh wow, she's massive. She's thick. Now, onto the next cage. Okay, so I found another one. It's in the next one. This is Mipia. That's her name. She's chilling in her hot tub. She's so cute. And the other one we saw is called Ipia, and that's what they say in their name is. So they have the two females. They have their each garden and two tubs in each cage. One tub. So I think they're chilling pretty good. Okay, now we're about to feed them. Oh, um, wow. The girl is chilling so much that she doesn't even want to get out of her tub. She's coming out. Oh wow. She is massive. And then next we saw this, I don't know what, but possibly a gorilla statue. There are also some donkey rides, elephant rides, and even a museum. They show them with these little logos, and this is what the map looks like. Okay, so right beside the cage of hippopotamus, we have otters. Oh, look at this cute little fluffy thing. Oh, they do keep the cages pretty neat. The water is not clear, and the smells a little fishy because these things love fish. They're having the time of their life. Here they are, and oh my god, look at them asking for food. They look like they're begging. Well, I did not expect what happened next. Now, on to the next animals. It's my boyfriend's favorites. They have two very pink cheeks. They're monkeys. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Their numbers are so much more less than the last time I came here. There used to be so many of them. There are like hundreds of them. Even if I remember as a child, there were so many of them, and now there are so much less of them. I don't know what happened, but I'm still glad to see the ones that are still here, I guess. So we're just gonna enjoy this moment. Right after seeing how the monkey's number drastically decreased and how they all looked so glum, all my joys and excitement started turning into mobbing. This is the mandrill monkey. I don't know why, but he was in a small cage behind the main cage. Oh wow, look at that thing. It could be his feeding time. Now, next we have the brown-headed spider monkey. It was so dark to film and he was so black that you couldn't even see him in his cell. I think these are the same monkeys from the main display enclosure but are separated over here. I can see why because they are even fighting right now with the ones in the cage beside them. And what caught my eye was this one. The keeper said she cut her hand with the root so she's passed out from anesthesia. I feel so bad for her. I hope she gets well soon. Please excuse me that I did not talk much for the rest of the videos. After seeing how sad the animals look, I was not feeling the mood to talk much. So we just took some shots and you could even see it on my face that I did not feel like smiling at all. Then I went on my way to the next animal, which took me a lot of stairs to get to. The next we have the parrots right beside the monkey cage. They are crimson belly conure, I believe, which are as noisy as their name is. Next to them are the sun conure, because their bellies are like the sunrise. So cute. And then we have the pygmy hippo, aka the dove hippo. Next to it was the enclosure of Malayan tapir, which was empty. Is it gone or is it hiding? I don't know. It might be in the little house in the back, but I could not find him. A little further to it was the blue wildebeest. I think we got to the zoo during feeding time because everybody's just eating, totally ignoring us. It's the monsoon season, so everywhere's just puddles and mud, but they did keep the sidewalks pretty neat. Took a bit of a walk, then we got to the crocodiles. I looked into the first enclosure, but there was no crocodile, just two suspicious fish. There used to be at least three crocodiles, but I only found one. It was a big boy staring at me. Okay, so these are ostriches, one of my favorite birds, flightless birds. We had the big mama and the big baby. Look at them pecking. More walking and more stairs later, we got to the I don't like so much animal. I don't hate them or anything, it's only because they spit at your face. Oh, here they come now. Fun fact, camels don't spit, they throw up. So when you see them spitting are actually their puke. There's also an ice cream shop. Next are the rabbit and tortoise enclosures, so I went and checked it out, but they were mostly empty. There used to be so many of these little guys, but now there are only one of each under that little tent. Okay, we've seen a lot of the hippos and the ostriches now, and we're going to see my favorite reptile, which is snakes. I know, shocking. They're in that small building. I was glad to see that there were some snakes left, like the Burmese python and the green tree snakes. There also used to be many aquariums with beautiful fish on display, but they are now all empty and even the glass was broken. Water fountain to wash your hands, some empty buildings which I think is supposed to be a restaurant, I don't know. And then we got to the bird pond. This is the largest pond in the zoo. There were some birds in it, and you guessed it, their numbers have also decreased a lot. But the pond was still as mesmerizing as always. There are seats surrounding it so you can rest, relax, and look at this beautiful view. Next to the pond, we found more birds. Sulfur-crested cockatoo. It's Nigel from the cartoon Rio. They also have a convenience store, the only G&G store that doesn't open 24/7. Afterwards, we got to the deers. They are one of the popular and mostly visited animals of the zoo. The Burmese deers, which you can only find in Myanmar. The popular traits of these deers is that they stare a lot, except for this one. He just doesn't give a damn. While the others went back to eating, this one kept staring at me. It just kept looking at me the whole time I was there. I wanted to feed them a bit closer, so I went around to the higher spot. I got so excited feeding them. They were so adorable. But then I felt a very intense stare. It was Bob. Bob was so jealous of him. After I said bye to the deers, Bob followed me, and I can tell in his eyes that he's planning my murder. While I was going back down, something almost hit me, and I knew instantly that it was Bob's doing. There was another stair, so I went up, and what I saw shocked me. The moment I got out, the smell of animal feces was so extreme. When I went around the cage, I saw a black bear. One third of the ground was covered in his feces, and it was all alone. I felt so bad for him. When he saw us, he looked like he was asking for food. I couldn't bear to look anymore, so I just left. I think he had diarrhea because he was left alone, because normally they put the bears together in a large enclosure like the deers. There was a feeder store downstairs, but it closed. You can feed them starting from 2000 jets. Next, we got to the muntjacs, a type of small deer which just runs when it sees you. They are also less than what they used to be now. There were also these dinosaur birds. They looked very creepy. And of course, I can never forget to visit the main animal of the zoo, the elephants. I want you guys to meet Momo. She's like the celebrity and the face of the Yangon Zoo. She's 69 years old, which is almost as old as my grandmother. She's the smartest, the cutest, and a very clever girl. She knows how to knock on cues and do tricks. She's so small compared to the other elephants. This area used to be a performing field where they hold elephant shows, snake shows, monkey shows, but I'm not sure if they do those anymore. We also got to the duck pond and saw they were less dead than it used to be. It was so sad to see that my favorite childhood memories was not how it used to be anymore. Up on the hill was the second animal I was looking forward to, the tigers. There were two white tigers, one was asleep, and then this golden beast. The last time we came, there was also a tiger that's walking back and forth like this. I think they're the same one. Tigers are always kept individually in their own cage. This one sounded so lonely. It was getting late and we heard the closing bell, so we had to leave. On the way out, we saw a photo booth area with lots of greens and flowers and even some chairs. Then we came across some bikes. You can rent them for 2,000 jets, but for only 30 minutes. Even some golf carts, which I did not see the price. Okay, so it's now right about 6 p.m. and it started raining. It was raining really heavily, so we decided to just go back home and maybe go and get something to eat. We're gonna see you back at home. Let's go. Right in front of the zoo is the Gandoji Park, one of the tourist attractions of Yangon City. You could also see Shudigo Bogora on the way to the bus stop. So then we got home. We haven't eaten anything all evening, so starving, so we went and grabbed a bite. It was a cold, wet day. We were craving for some hot soup to warm our soul, so we went with mala malcha. It's a Sichuan dish similar to mala shango, but more soupy and with a more kick. They're similar, but not at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. It's super hot, super spicy, salty, and savory, perfect for this rainy weather. But I don't recommend drinking too much of the soup because it's salty and very oily. But it was a flavor bomb. Literally, it was a bomb on my tongue and my lips. So to sum it up, the zoo can run how it used to anymore due to current situations. So they have to significantly reduce their numbers and even the shops and even the activities to do. And if you are an animal lover and if you came to Yangon, then I do recommend that you should at least visit the zoo for at least once. That you can feed them for only 2,000 jets, which is less than $1. So it's not so much for you, my foreign friends. In conclusion, is the 2023 Yangon Zoo worth it? I'm gonna let you be the judge for that. If you are someone who wants to experience nature, have a picnic with your friends and families and your partner in a very large garden, and you can only do that for 25,000 jets for a whole day, and then yeah, this is totally worth it. But if you are someone who wants to see the well-beings of the animals and you expect the zoo to be how it used to be before, then this might not be for you. For me, I do enjoy going to the zoo. I can just forget my current problems at the time, get in touch with nature and see the cute animals. It boosts my energy, you know. But of course, some of the incidents do make me feel bad. So yeah, this is it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment down below. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And this video was not as fun as I thought it'd be, but there will be more fun for the next time. Bye guys.